I held the expensive cufflinks I bought him for his birthday, my heart racing. I stopped right outside his private room and froze. His friends joked about how I'd fallen for him, worried I'd ruin his reunion with Olivia. Ryan's voice was cold, unfeeling, like I was a stranger. She's just a kid, a niece I took pity on. I could never look at her that way. I stood there trembling. Then he said the words that killed every bit of love in my heart. Don't say things like that. The thought of Kailey liking me makes my skin crawl. My world collapsed, all my devotion, all my waiting. He thought it was replaceable. I didn't yell, I didn't beg. I just turned and walked away quietly, breaking everything we'd ever been. At the corner, I let the cufflinks fall to the ground. They meant nothing now. I pulled out my phone and called Kailey, the man who'd offered a marriage of convenience. My voice was calm, empty-free. I accept your proposal. Let's get married. I was done clinging to someone who saw me as nothing but a burden. I was done being his little niece. I took a taxi back to the home Ryan had given me. I thought about how he'd saved me when I was 9, how I mistaken his protection for love, how I'd waited for years, only to be thrown away. I cried quietly and made a vow I would let him go forever. The next morning, I woke to loud clanging in the kitchen. I thought it was the housekeeper. I was wrong. Standing there cooking breakfast like she owned the place was Olivia, Ryan's first love, the woman had never stopped loving. She smiled sweetly. Ryan drank too much last night. I brought him home and stayed. Had spent the night together. In my home, my patience vanished. My voice turned icy. Did I ever ask you to do that? Her sharp, furious voice exploded behind me. It was Ryan. Kailey, is this the attitude I taught you? Apologize to her right now. I turned around and faced Ryan, still damp from the shower, looking perfect as always. Olivia clung to his arm, acting like the lady of the house, chiding him for being too harsh on me. The sight made my chest ache. They weren't even married, and she'd already taken my place. Ryan's voice was cold as he ordered, "Come to the study." Once we were alone, he laid it all out for me. Sharp and unfeeling. Kailey, stop with those ridiculous thoughts. I'm your uncle. Olivia will be my wife. I'll find you a boyfriend, but it will never be me. It was the first time he'd spoken so plainly. Every word stabbed into my heart. But I didn't fight back. I didn't beg. I didn't cry. I just lifted my head, calm and empty, and said softly, "I understand, Uncle Ryan." Ryan's eyes widened in shock. He'd never heard me so obedient, so distant. He thought I'd finally given in, but he didn't know I'd already agreed to marry someone else. He asked why I missed his birthday. I lied. School ran late. Happy birthday, Uncle Ryan. No more gifts, no more confessions, no more hope. After breakfast, Olivia cornered me. She smiled sweetly, but her eyes were sharp, digging into my life, asking about my internship, trying to force me out of this house. I stared at her cold and clear. I don't think that's any of your business. She panicked, tried to act innocent, offered to let me live with her, just to get me away from Ryan. I'd had enough. I stepped closer, my gaze unshakable. Should I thank you for this fake kindness? Olivia flinched back. Then, right as Ryan walked in, she deliberately tripped and fell to the floor. Before I could even reach out to help, roughly shoved me aside. I crashed hard into the table, pain shooting through my side. He glared at me, full of disgust and disappointment, and roared, "Kailey, the older you get, the more cruel you become." He didn't ask what happened. He didn't look for the truth. He just believed I'd hurt the woman he loved. That one violent shove, it broke the last piece of my heart that still belonged to him. He shoved me hard, and I crashed straight into the table. Bruised all over and in unbearable pain, I fell to the ground crying. While he carried his beloved Olivia away, not even glancing back at me. After 8 whole years of loving him, molding myself to please him, waiting for him, this was all I got. I stood frozen, tears streaming down my face, the pain in my side, sharp and unbearable. The only one who helped me was the cleaning lady. She rushed me to the hospital. I refused to let her call Ryan. I knew he was too busy caring for Olivia to even notice my wounds. The doctor said I'd have a terrible bruise, but I lied and said I was fine. I went straight to school and switched my internship to a city miles away. I was done. I was leaving him, this house, everything. My mentor was shocked. Everyone on campus knew how much Ryan used to spoil me. He bought an apartment near college just to cook for me, guarded me like I was his whole world. But that world no longer had me in it. When I got home, I never thought Ryan would be there. He first asked about Olivia, then finally noticed my injury. He reached out to check my bruise, and I flinched away from him. For the first time, he apologized. I only thought of Olivia earlier. I'm sorry, but his apology was worthless. The second his phone rang, Olivia, he grabbed his jacket and ran out the door without hesitation. He left me again, alone, hurting, completely forgotten. The house went dead silent. My side throbbed, and my heart shattered completely. I pulled out my phone, hands shaking, and called the man who would offer to marry me. My voice cracked, tears pouring down. Kaisung, I got hurt. This time, I wasn't running back to Ryan. I was running into a new life without him.